Hi,
Hi, this is my friend,
Helly,
and we are here to talk about
Devi,
and
Dalit accessories,
Dalit accessories because we love them.
and we're gonna speak about legendary.
I really just really like my bags and my accessories, and then I came across this Dalit ring, and I thought it was beautiful
Yeah,
because
it does
was
look great, doesn't it?
yeah, because it just glorifies the community, and it represents, it gives them a platform, like these poor people, and they just like need a platform to be represented by white people and by South Asian diaspora because who else is going to represent them? They can't do it themselves. Obviously, what do you think?
I think it's a great thing to talk about the marginalized.
As well, but like they don't.
I think it's everybody's job to talk about the marginalized. If they are talking about it through their jewelry, I mean, that's the platform they have.
Exactly. I mean, how else are you going to talk about people who, just are so poor? They're so poor and then
So untouchable.
so untouchable and so
And the
like,
diamond that has been specially used is also the trash diamond, which you usually threw. Since some of us have a lot of Brahmin baggage, we created an accessory, Brahmin bag, to kind of share the baggage. Let me give you one.
yeah. Oh my god, it's so elegant, it's so beautiful. I'm just gonna pair it with my Dalit ring because it's gonna go perfectly with these brown tones, with my brown skin. It's just gonna be so beautiful.
Let me also show you something. So,
Friend, what are you doing?
when you go to a protest, if you show these signifiers of having the Brahmin baggage, you won't be attacked.
Actually, that's true. So like
Why don't you wear it?
it works like multi-purpose. So basically, it's a bag which you can carry like your pain, your sobby stories,
Your
and
ancestral.
your ancestral land keys, and you can also carry your accented language meter, and then you could also carries your degree in it. Carries your degree in it, and then if you feel like people are like reverse caste discriminating you, then what you can do is you can just open this bag and put it on your head. It really gives you a nice little safety ostrich feeling that you're just in it, but nothing else is there.
So the next time you are at a protest and you want to form a human chain, this is the bag you need to wear. Just sharing the baggage. Okay, so another thing that happened is that you saw.
What did
you
I
not
see?
see this famous show
Which
of
one?
Mindy?
Oh my god, I loved it. It's the first time I felt like I was being represented. And oh my god, the white people showed so much respect for my culture. I was like, I finally feel accepted.
Uh-huh.
You know?
The best part of the show was that time when Mindy is at this Ganpati party, some party with the Indian puja. Somebody is organized, and then she meets like this ex-classmate of hers who says that he has started to appreciate his culture after he went to the reservation and met this American Indian friend of his, the native friend, and saw that how the natives really appreciate their culture. So now he has started to wear the kurta in appreciation of his culture.
That is so moving.
That one native
Oh my
friend
god,
of
that's
his.
a moving story. It just brings tears to my eyes. What pain he must have gone through just staying away from his Hindu family, like not being able to do the puja, not being able to eat like vegetarian food. His stomach might be really upset.
Do you also
know?
remember in that episode, actually, there was this person who was outcasted from the traditional whatever, from the traditional
The
South
community.
Indian community.
Yeah, of
because
course.
firstly, she was Muslim. And oh no,
She
because she
married a Muslim.
married a Muslim person. This is 2020. We literally just had a protest called anti-CAA protest, where the Muslim community was asked to prove their citizenship, asked to also, people were also going to get citizenship if they were anything but Muslim, and these people still think that story is an important story to be added. It felt like I was watching a show from 1990.
Oh my god, these Indians, you know, like, what do they understand about South Asian diaspora anxiety? Like, do you know how hard it is to live away from the country? Like, I can't even remember my own gods and family members. It's been so long I haven't been to Chandni Chowk to buy my lehenga. And you think we're just like, what? Do you think we're just having fun here?
Isn't it also really difficult for you to go to Chandni Chowk because it's such a male-dominated area, and you think it's okay to take pictures standing there?
It's about our culture, okay?
Exactly.
Like,
It's your place of work.
It's my place of worship. It's my place of like work. It's my place of my culture.
All right.
And but you don't understand it because you know you just live here and you think everything is just like freely available to you.
You can only be South Asian once you're not in South Asia.
Yeah, duh. I mean, duh. Can you be like brown person in India? Because everyone is brown here. So how is that different? I mean, I don't get it. I mean, who is this person? And why are they sitting here? Like,
Another thing that I want to speak about. Is the great Miss Jamila Jamil. Hello, honey. I don't know if you have seen the legendary show on HBO Max.
now
It
what's
is-
wrong with that? Oh my god, they have a problem with everything? Oh my god.
This is
Anyway.
of course. Anyway, this.
Sorry, what? What is your argument? That's a lovely
Jamila
show.
Jamil, when Jamila Jamil is sitting there, Jamila Jamil thinks it's okay to firstly be a host and a jury member of somebody in the ballroom scene. You can't do something like that. It's really just literally Jamila to defend herself came to her defense saying that I am queer and that I have not been able to.
Excuse me? You can't talk about people's sexuality like that. Like
No,
what?
she speaks about her sexuality like that.
But she can. But you.
But she
can't.
also says that because I'm queer and I can be in this show and I have a huge audience following, so the whole South Asian market can be touched. She literally says that. This is not even a.
Yeah, but what about South Asian representation in the US and the UK? Like,
But
have you
we don't
completely
need you in
forgotten
ballroom.
about it?
We do not need you in ballroom.
It's my people. They're my
Oh,
people.
never mind. Actually, Jamila Jamil is also one problem out of all the other problems of Legendary.
I mean, who made me like sit here, like endure this really problematic views? Because you know, I only believe in positivity, and we're all here for love, babe. We're all here for love.
So that's great. There are also the incredible Dhruv Rathi.
Sorry, who's that? Like, we haven't read him in the US yet.
He's living there. He's there on your national TV,
Oh, really?
trying to represent South Asian politics. He's in your Indian national TV, trying to represent politics, looking as if it's. He's a 20-year-old rich kid who literally talks about, hey, why are we just talking about black people? Everybody's lives matters. All lives matters. MIA says, why is everybody focusing on Black Lives Matter? You know, I think that each and every life is important. Oh, brackets, I'm not going to say I said all lives matter. I'm going to just say every lives matter.
Oh my god. I mean, he's right. He's so profound.
That's exactly
At,
my
like,
point. He is
17
right.
years, he's so profound.
He's 17.
I mean, oh my god. I should really meet this person. Like, I think he's my dream boy. maybe I need to just let go.
Just wear your Brahmin bag.
And just wear my Mangal
I just gave you a Brahmin bag.
Yeah, but my Mangal Sutra is not in it. I need to get my Mangal Sutra. And then I'll be like, I'll do some yoga before that.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, but you're not that person.
No, I'm
I don't-
not.
I
I'm
don't-
just giving you.
No, I don't wear your Mangal Sutra.
Okay, I will
sorry.
wear that, sorry.
Like, this is like progressive shit. We don't want it. So actually,
Only Jamil wants it.
you're my friend.
South Asian queer community wants it, and Jamil is going to represent us. Jamil is also happy to actually be extremely rude and impolite to other black trans people who come up on the show. Jamil is also getting extra amount of footage on that show, and it is totally not important. Why are we not looking people voguing? Why aren't we seeing that? Who's editing this show? Why is Jamil an executive producer? This is not okay.
First of all, I don't even know I'm here. Why am I here? Because like I literally find this person's views like so toxic. It's like burning my skin. You know, it's like so negative. I feel like I can't breathe. And second, this person, whatever Rati, I don't know who he is, but he sounds really profound, you know? And I'm just like, oh my god, if a man in this age can be so amazing, imagine what an amazing husband he's gonna be. Like, I just wanna marry him. I think that's what I'm gonna do, just marry him. And don't
Best.
worry about it, our parents can arrange the wedding. Because we don't believe in talking about our own marriage in front of our parents.
I also don't
We're
know-
South Asians. We have a culture, okay? We respect our elders.
Do you also know of this real big scam that happened where somebody started a queer arranged marriage bureau for South Asians in UK? This is a real thing. There's an entire market targeted towards queer South Asians right now, in mainstream.
I mean, we give you a platform, there's a problem. We don't give you a platform, there's a problem. I just don't know what to do with these people. Like, they're burning my skin with so much toxicity. I don't know what to do. I just can't sleep. Time zones across, I can't sleep.
And
I need a credited source. Like, has BBC spoken about it? No. Has Washington Post spoken about it?
all imperial channels need to speak about this.
I mean, what are we gonna do? We live in the US. You know, we can't help just because some random person is. I can't take responsibility for every Indian. Like, I'm not even Indian. I'm South Asian diaspora. You should like get your facts right, babe.
Anyhow, and then let's start with this amazing thing that has been happening, which is that when any of these people who are called out for this nuisance, they have found a strategy. It's a strategy which comes from.
Sorry.
Can you tell about what your strategy is when you basically are bullshitting? This Brahmin bag is trash.
Did you just throw away my $4,000 bag?
Because
You're gonna
it's
pay
not
for
okay.
it. You're gonna pay for it. I'm gonna sue you. You're gonna pay for it.
That's not how it works.
That is how it works.
What about the Dalit ring you were wearing?
Excuse me, I bought it. I paid $200,000 for this.
2 lakh crore.
It's mine, okay? It's mine.
You think this is not the right way to represent the community?
How do you want us to represent them?
You have to realize it's not okay. So when these people realize that it's not okay, they come up with these ideas that we are going to pay
Yeah.
a Dalit organization.
I mean,
We're going to pay some percentage to a Dalit organization which will clean my sins.
yeah, okay, you know, here's the deal. Here's the deal. We cannot take responsibility for everybody. We don't even live in India. You know, we're so far away from India that
We can't do a
just
business.
figuring out, you know, like the organizations and just to vet whether they're real or not is so hard. You know, we have such difficult lives. It's so difficult. And so what are we gonna do? We really do hard work, okay? It has taken me like 4 years of my parents' money and 4 months of my hard work, and it's just due.
On starting your Instagram page
Yeah, and now you
and
just
your website
yeah, and now it's just
and hiring a shit copywriter.
you're just gonna stop it.
What about these projects that you tend to do where you get funded to fund South Asians?
What do you mean? We're qualified for that, okay? Like, we have money, we're qualified, we have people who can work for us.
So you're looking for the authentic South Asian who you can carry as your trophy while you're roaming around in your white landscape.
I think you're just being too dramatic, because we have good intentions, okay? Like, we're
Alright.
here for peace. We're here for like solidarity. We want to be allies. And you know what it takes? We're okay to pay them.
Oh, okay. Who are
Yeah.
you going to pay?
We'll just pay you. How much you want? Just give me a figure. You know, I've just had enough of this. I'll just pay you, and then let's just call it even.
What percentage are you going to pay?
It's not about percentage. We can just pay the damages. And the damages, you know, I mean, it's like,
$100 to $200.
yeah, $100 to $200 is pretty good, don't you think? I think it's pretty good. I definitely think it's good. Also, my drink is over. Like, who's serving here?
Anyway, here's the thing. So if you understand that it takes a lot of work for you to get to a point where you realize your fault, and now that you're ready to pay us, I would like to offer services. We fix this shit, and you all are seeking authentic organizations that you can fund to clear your mess and basically give away and drop your Brahmin baggage. You can drop some of your Brahmin baggage to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
We would love your Brahmin baggage, aka your fucking money, which you have made out of appropriating, violating.
But also, you know, it's 2020 and it's kind of getting boring and annoying that we have to keep doing the same debate and argument over and over and over. I guess we would really like to be paid, because
we have a little discount for people who know us in person.
that's actually true.
Yeah, we do that every month anyway.
Because we are not capitalists, you see. Like, we just want to be paid for our work and for what we're worth. We don't believe in extracting money.
And
So-
since you all taught us that self-care is important, we try to do self-care we have to kind of do self-care every time we call out any of your
just
idiots.
to exist, you know, like just to
So
like
I'm
breathe.
sorry, I need to be paid for that self-care, which you told me is a good feminist strategy.
Yeah. If you feel like people are like reverse caste discriminating you, then what you can do is you can just open this bag and put it on your head. You know, it really gives you a nice little safety ostrich feeling that you're just in it, but nothing else is there.